Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to race preview on this Saturday meeting here at Bangalore. We kickstart the race preview of the first race, the Division 2 of the Mount Joy Plate, with number 1 Paradiso finishing on 7th. Export Quality was the one, the eventual winner in this race, whereas Export Quality won by a comfortable margin. Paradiso, on that other hand, came and ended up in that mid-pack, finishing on 7th out of 14 runners behind Export Quality. This is the Mysore footage run you're looking at, rated at 33. Two will be Happy Dancing, who finished third. Angelino was the winner, who won very impressively, was Angelino. But let's have a look at Happy Dancing. Credential was up there in front for most part of the journey, and then ultimately ran third out of 12 runners behind Angelino. Just about 7 lengths separating the first 3 runners, rated at 28. Small blinkers, Tungstar Crossnose Span Basket, but is number 2, Angelino. We move on to number 4, Benediction, who ran fourth as Benediction. Varkaswa was the winner after running a very forward run. Ended up eventually running fourth out of 8 runners behind Varkaswa is Benediction. Strong suit out of Blessings is Benediction. Previously, no form to go by either in Mysore or in Bangalore Summer. In this run, ran fourth. Tungstar Port Pacifiers rated at 24. 5 will be Isa. Isa was the one who ran 10th. Blue Moon was the winner of this race, and Isa was the one who was in that back bunch, almost fourth last, in fact, as Isa, slightly shifting out and eventually ended up finishing on 10th out of 12 runners. Blue Moon, the winners, when Tungstar Crossnose Band rated at 22. Number 7 will be Desert Angel. Desert Angel finished 14th. Set to win was the winner. Way down the track. In fact, pretty bad run coming in from Desert Angel. This is the Mysore footage run you're looking at of Desert Angel. Ran a poor race, finishing on 14th out of 14 runners. Set to win was the winner. Wind Legend as special effects is number 7, Desert Angel. After starting off on a reasonably good note, either in Mysore or in Bangalore Summer, ended up subsequently in his next 2 outings ran 5th and 6th, and in this run ran 14th in Mysore is Desert Angels. Tungstar rated at 22. Number 8 will be Queen Isabella with the number 10. So I think in number 13 is a Smile of Courage. These are the 3 runners. Queen Isabella being produced on the outside to come and finish on 5th. Alpha was a runaway winner. So I think on the other hand was in that pack bunch as last, in fact. And Smile of Courage finished on 4th. Up there in front is Smile of Courage. But let's have a look at the first runner. We go across to Queen Isabella being produced in the outside. So sporting the colors of claret and gold epaulets is Queen Isabella. Came and ran 5th out of 9 runners behind Alphas. For Blinkers, Tungstep, Drop Nose Band rated at 22. Number 10 on the other hand is So I think ran 7th out of 9 runners, just be 2 home, rated at 22. And Smile of Courage finished on 4th on this outing. Alpha won very impressively on that occasion, and Smile of Courage ran 4th. The Small Blinkers rated at 20. Seaborn is number 9 in the card. Seaborn finished 12th. Final Destiny, the winner of this race, well, almost in that last position was Seaborn in the colors of white with red sash, striped sleeves and cap as Seaborn. Race number 154, ran last, in fact, 12th out of 12 runners. Final Destiny, the winner, one Blinkers Tungstar Crossnose Band rated at 22. 11 will be Darasini. Darasini finished 6th. The Blue Moon was the winner of this race, being produced about 5 wide off the fence under the whip, and Darasini on this occasion ran 6th out of 12 runners behind Blue Moon on this outing. No form to go by in Mysore or in Bangalore Summer. Is that of total gallery, the shades of white is Darasini. On Tungstop rated at 21. Race number 15 is the one which we're looking at. 12 will be Galino, is that of Arazan. Out of Sprungli is Galino, who came and ended up finishing on 5th on this outing is Galino. Given a couple of hard cracks, so started to cover ground on the outside as Galino and ran 5th out of 12 runners behind Final Destiny is Galino. Arizonata Sprungli. In the colors of claret with white striped claret sleeves and quartered cap is Galino's tongue strap crossnose band hanging bit, rated at 21. 14 will be All Said and Done. For All Said and Done ran 10th, the winner being Radiant Treasure, and All Said and Done is a Lucifer Samra, Duchess of York, who has had a couple of outings previously, ran 10th behind Imprimatur, with 11th being Piper Regina, 7th being White Snow Drops, and 10th being Radiant Treasures. Von Blinkers rated at 15 is number 14, All Said and Done. We move on to the second race, the Division 2 of the Dharmasthala Plate. Distance is 1400. Forces rated 15 to 35. We hop on to the horse number 2 with Habanero being withdrawn. We'll move on to number 2. That's Tea With Me. Tea With Me was the one who ran second on the starting is Tea With Me. Came in from that back punch to came and run second. Nick was the verdict between the first two runners. The winner being Reverberating. One tongue stop rated at 29. 3 will be Lookout. Who ran third is Lookout. Well, in that second position is Lookout and eventually ended up finishing on third. The winner being Full Bloom, winning by a margin of 2.5 lengths. Is the double of Quintero Gia is Lookout. And in Mysore ran fourth, being amazing is Lookout. Montangsta Crossnose Band rated at 26 is number 3 Lookout. 4 will be Bhairava. Bhairava ran 14th. The Towering Storm was the winner. In that back bunch was Bhairava in the colors of purple with the yellow diagonal halves. Yellow sleeves is Bhairava and ended up finishing on 12th on the first turning bin ultimate par. And in this occasion, 14th out of 14 runners. Towering Storm, the winner, rated at 25 small blinkers. This is the Mysore run you're looking at of Bhairava. 5 is Photogenic. Photogenic is at a Varanara at a Magical Mona is Photogenic, who finished fifth. In that mid-pack was Photogenic, almost fourth at the stage was Photogenic, and eventually ended up finishing on fifth after the third being Blackjack on the previous occasion in Mysore. In this run, ran fifth being Intrepid Warrior is Photogenic. As one tongue stop rated at 24 is number 5 Photogenic. Number 6 is Armenia. Armenia ran fifth. In that mid-pack was Armenia, who ran fifth. Kashka was the winner of this race. Kashka was the winner of this race, and this horse Armenia weaved through and beaten runners to come and run fifth on the starting in the finishing stages. Rated at 23 is number 6 Armenia. 7 is Bravado. Race number 3 you're looking at of Bravado in Mysore in the early part. In fact, we're set to win as the winner of this race, and Bravado is out of What's the Script out of Mutually Mine. Ended up running 12th out of 14 runners in race number 3 of Mysore run. Very sparingly raced, rated at 23 is number 7 Bravado. 8 will be Caprel. Caprel ran 7th. Wonder Blaze was the winner of this race. Another runner which was in that pack bunch, second last in fact was Caprel, and ran 7th out of 8 runners, just beat one home. Wonder Blaze was the winner. Race number 164 in Bangalore summer run you're looking at of Caprel. A support out of Caprice, from tongue stop rated at 22. 9 will be Honey Trap. Let's have a look at Honey Trap's credentials at a top class out of Dariala is number 9. Honey Trap was at a couple of outings and last winter ran 7th being New Moon. Subsequently in Bangalore summer ran 10th out of 14 runners being Snowdawn, and in this occasion in this current winter run race number 9 finished 12th out of 12 runners. Last in fact in Angelino's win is Honey Trap rated at 22. 10 is Irish Prince, who ran 10th. Master of Universe is the winner of this race. In that mid-pack, angling for the split in between runners is Irish Prince. The winner was long way sighted, in fact, Master of Universe, winning by a comfortable margin of 7.25 lengths, with the rider looking back to see any possible threat. Being eased up a long way clear, in fact, as Master of Universe, whereas Irish Prince could only come and run 10th on the starting. Previously, no form to go by in his last 3 outings, rated at 22 Spun Blinkers and Crossnose Band, is number 10, Irish Prince. 11 will be Lofty Thoughts. Lofty Thoughts finished fourth. Classic Cut was the winner in this race, and Lofty Thoughts was starting to make his run in between runners, and towards the rail side got that opening, and eventually ended up finishing on fourth out of 11 runners. Is Lofty Thoughts. The winner was clear of the field. Classic Cut. This is the Bangalore last winter run looking at tongue stop basketball rated at 22. 12 will be Sahara, who ran 5th. St. Petersburg was the winner. Race number 19 is the one in question, and this horse Sahara is out of Netways out of Marisa Go, ended up running 5th. The 5th in the last winter behind Mr. Handsome, and in this occasion ran 5th out of 6 runners behind St. Petersburg. Very sparingly raced as Sahara's one tongue stop rated at 22. 13 will be Three Wishes. Three Wishes ran 5th. Treasured Delight was the winner of this race. Treasured Delight literally sauntered the opposition on this occasion, whereas Three Wishes was the one who came and ended up in that mid-pack. Is Three Wishes. There you can see it on the top of your screen, ending up finishing on 5th on the sorting is Three Wishes. Rated at 21. Spun Blinkers and Tongue Strap is Number 13, 3 wishes. 14 will be Nayab. Nayab ran fifth. St. Petersburg was this is the Mysore footage run. Looking at race number 87, being produced about 5 wide off the fence was Nayab. St. Petersburg won very decisively on this occasion, whereas Nayab on the other hand ended up finishing on fifth on the starting, fifth out of 13. St. Petersburg, the winners from Blinkers Tongue Stop, rated at 19 is number 14, Nayab. We move to the third race, the Mount Joy Plate. Distance is 1200 meters, and for horses rated 50 to 35. We have a look at number one, Silken Striker, as the Division 1 of the Mount Joy Plate this races, and Silken Striker was the one who ran seventh on the starting, with winner being Master of Universe, was long way sighted, and we've seen this footage earlier with Silken Striker ending up seventh. Previously, was a winner in Bangalore Summer, beating Ultimate Power as Silken Striker from Blinkers Tongue Stop, rated at 34. 2 will be Amalfi Coast. Amalfi Coast ran 10th in that pack bunch was Amalfi Coast. There you can see that they're sporting the red cap is Amalfi Coast. Given a couple of hard cracks or so is Amalfi Coast. The Glory of Dance out of Octagleam is number 2, Amalfi Coast. Ran 10th out of 11 runners. Right throughout 10th is Amalfi Coast, and Princess Pride was the winner of this race. One tongue stop rated at 33. 3 will be Amazing Skill. Amazing Skill ran 7th. Lysergus was the winner. Well, had that opening and ended up eventually running 7th on the starting. In fact, twice 7th in Bangalore Summer. 7th behind Standout, and 7th out of 12 runners behind Lysergus's Amazing Skills. One tongue stop crossnose band rated at 33. Don De La Vega, that's the one we hop on to. Number 4 in the card is Don De La Vega, who ran 10th on the starting is Don De La Vega. Alberetta has ever been ridden out hard, in fact, is Don De La Vega, but the response was none and ran 10th on the starting. After that, 11th out of 13 runners behind Starry Wind, ran 10th out of 11 runners behind Alberetta. That's the form and credentials from Tungster Crosses band rated at 32. 5 will be Propine, the eventual winner in this race. This is the Mysore run you're looking at, where Propine took over the running at the final 200 meters and then held on to win by a margin of 3.25 length in the race number 117 in Mysore, beating Time Always is Propine's one. Blinkers Tongue Strap, rated at 31, was knocking at the door and eventually came and emerged victorious. 6 will be Fine Barrister. Fine Barrister ran 11th, in fact, is Fine Barrister in the colors of purple, lilac with yellow belt and yellow cap as Fine Barrister. Lucifer Samet of Simply Best is one. Blinkers rated at 30, the winner being Export Quality. 7 will be Kudla Punch. Kudla Punch ran second. Alpha, the winner of this race, won very impressively on that occasion is Alpha in a pillar to post victory, whereas Kudla Punch came and ran second on the starting, 4.25 lengths behind the winner. Alpha, the runaway winner, rated at 29 is number 7, Kudla Punch. The Butler of Vale Winch is number 7, Kudla Punch. 8 will be Spanish Beauty. Spanish Beauty ran second. Blue Moon was the winner of this race, and Spanish Beauty was the one getting a couple of hard cracks or so. And Blue Moon was the one who quickened well at the all important end. And Spanish Beauty ran second on this outing in race number 15, rated at 29 from Tongue Stop and Crossnose Band. But in a proof of Cisanora is number 8, Spanish Beauty. 9 will be You're Handsome. You're Handsome finished third. Raw Gold was the winner of this race, and You're So Handsome was the one who ended up finishing on third on the starting. After that, 7th behind Decisive and 12th behind Export Quality. Certainly an improved performance running into the money is You're So Handsome. This one tongue stop rated at 29. Number 10 is Industrialist. Well, still with that upper hand on the outside was Industrialist, having that slender lead, and it was ultimately Intrepid Warrior came and emerged victorious, whereas Industrialist ran on to finish on second on the starting, 1.25 lengths behind the winners from Tungster Crossnose Band, rated at 28. We have a look at number 12, Prince Charmer. We don't have the footage of Duxton. And this horse, Prince Charmo, finished 11th on both the occasions in Bangalore's last winter. Race number 1 ran 11th behind Sir Cecil, and in this occasion in Bangalore Summer ran 11th out of 11 runners behind Gerontocrats. One Pacify Blinkers, rated at 25. Running for the first time this winter is number 12, Prince Charmo, very sparingly raced. 12 will be Varnesco. Varnesco finished 6th. Anfia was the winner of this race, and Varnesco was the one was handily positioned and ended up eventually running 6th on the starting is Varnesco. Juniper out of Master Shub is Varnesco. The winner was Anfia, whereas Vernesco ran 6th on the starting. 14th will be Aero Speed. Let's have a look at Aero Speed's credential, who ran 8th. St. Petersburg was the winner of this race in that mid-pack, third at the stage, and eventually ended up finishing on 6th out of 13 runners being St. Petersburg. No form to go by in his previous runs is Aero Speed. Chinese whisper of Ocean Wish, rated at 24, is number 14, Aero Speed. The fourth race is the S. Rangarajan Memorial Trophy Division 1. Distance run is 1200 meters. We start off with the first runner, Alpha. We have seen this footage a couple of times with Alpha winning by a decisive margin in a pillar to post victory. Was Alpha winning very comfortably by 4.25 lengths on this outing. After that, twice second in Bangalore Summer, emerged victorious on this occasion, beating Kudla Punch from Blinkers Tongue Stop, rated at 50, is number 1, Alpha. Well, 2 will be Beyond Reach. Number 9, Wonder Blaze, and number 10 also coming up is Gratian Light. These are the 3 runners we go across to. Beyond Reach is the one who ran 7th out of 10 runners behind Lady Legends, putting basket side chick piece, rated at 48, whereas number 9 in the card, Wonder Blaze, finished on 10th out of 10 runners is Wonder Blaze, but in a proof of Hava is rated at 43. Spun Tongue Stop and Crosses Band. Gratian Light ran 9th out of 10 runners behind Lady Legend, rated at 42. Spun Tongue Stop and Crosses Band is Gratian Legend. Win Legend out of Gratian Hello is number 10, Gratian Light. The winner being Lady Legend, emerged victorious to win by margin of 2 3/4 of a length. 3 will be Florencia. That's the one we want to do next. Florencia was tailing the field, in fact, is Florencia, and ran 12th on the starting is Florencia. After that, third in Mysore on the first starting behind I've Got Cloud. Much was expected of an improved performance. Ran 5th in a subsequent starting behind Corybantic, and in this run, ran 12th out of 13. Done a star 8 team. The winners from Tongue Stop side chick pace rate 47. 4 will be Castaway. Castaway was the winner of this race. He's been winning some game races. In fact, is Castaway after that second be a new creation. One beating Vizzo, and in this run repeated their winning performance. Got that run towards the rail side to emerge victorious to win by a margin of 3/4 lengths, beating Diamond Race as Castaway, rated at 46. 5 will be Expert. Well, Expert finished 7th. Queen Latifah was the winner of this race, and Expert was the one towards the rail side. In the colors of silver grey with blue V, blue diamonds on silver grey sleeves and blue cap, as Expert, who ran 7th on the starting, has been hasn't any form in his previous outing, and in this run ran 7th out of 9 runners being Queen Latifah. Tongue Stop, rated at 44, is number 5, Expert. Well, 6 will be Salvador Dali. Salvador Dali ran 3rd. Desperado was the winner of this race, and Salvador Dali is at an excellent out of Mystic Quest. Is Salvador Dali finishing on 3rd out of 4th runners behind Desperado. After that, 7th behind Capricious is Salvador Dali's from Crossnose Band, rated at 44. We move on to the next runner, that's number 8, Princess Holly, with trigger being withdrawn. Princess Holly ran 7th. Minerva Rose was the winner of this race, slightly shifting out, and Princess Holly finished 7th out of 11 runners. After that, 6th for most part of the journey, ran 7th out of 11 runners behind Minerva Rose, rated at 43. Stern opinion out of Sylvia Says is number 8, Princess Holly. 11 will be Ultimate Speed. Ultimate Speed was the eventual winner in this race. This is race number 107 you're looking at. Well, third foremost for Johnny, with running a little bit green, in fact, is Ultimate Speed. And despite that, won by a comfortable margin of 4.25 runs, beating Perfect Prince is Ultimate Speed, rated at 40. This is the Mysore runner looking at of Ultimate Speed. Well, 12 is Stanley. Stanley ran 12th. Dipalika was the winner in that pack bunch. Was Stanley is that of Arazan out of Difficult Doll is number 12, Stanley, who ended up finishing on 12th. After that, 9th in Mysore and Hajira, and 14th in Snowdawn, ran 12th out of 12 runners, Dipalika. The winners from Blinkers Crosses Band, rated at 39. Number 13 is Varkaswa. Varkaswa, the eventual winner in this race, is at a West Narracrat at a Bluegrass Phenom, is number 13. Varkaswa, well, waiting to launch an assault, and came alongside the front runner, and eventually won by a margin of 3 lengths, beating Full Bloom by a margin of 3 lengths on the start. Is Varkaswa in race number 13 from Tungsta Crosses Band, rated at 38. 14 will be Charmaine. Charmaine ran 5th. Theodoro was the winner of this race, and Charmaine finished on ending up 5th on the starting. After that, 3rd being Anfia, and winner beating Wonder Blaze ran 5th out of 11 runners being Theodoro is Charmaine. This is race number 181 you're looking at. So Blinkers Tungsta Crossnose Band, rated at 37, is number 14, Charmaine. The fifth race is the Bold Majesty. Plate distance is 1400, horses rated 60 and above. When we have a look at the first runner, will be number 1 Origa. Let's have a look at Origa's credential, who ran 8th. Shaman was the winner. Well, Origa was in that back bunch. This is the last winter run looking at. Race number 81 you're looking at of Origa. Is it of China Visited of Grand Madame. Finished on 8th out of 9 runners. Shaman the winner, and ended up in that back bunch. This one tongue strap rated at 86. 2 will be Sedulous and number 3 Automatic. That's the next 2 runners we go across to. Sedulous ran 4th. The Big Sir was the winner of this race, whereas Automatic on this just ahead of Sedulous was Automatic, and finished on 3rd is Automatic. But Sedulous was the one who, after that win in beating Capricious, ran 4th out of 8 runners behind Big Sir. Tungsta Crosses band rated at 82. Automatic, on the other hand, on both the occasions ran 3rd. 3rd out of 9 runners behind London, and 3rd out of 8 runners behind Big Sir. That's the form and credentials of Automatics. Tungsta Crosses band rated at 81. 4 will be Turf Star. Turf Star was the eventual winner in this race, and we also got number 6 is Hot and Fire. These are the 2 runners we go across to. Turf Star was the one who was in that wide outside. Was starting to make his run at the final 200 meters, and came with a spirited run on the outside to come and emerge victorious to win by 2 lengths, whereas Hot and Fire, who came and rallied well towards the rails to come and finish on 2nd on this outing, is Hot and Fire. Turf Star Spun Blinkers Tongue Strap rated at 81, whereas Hot and Fire Spun Tungsta Crosses band rated at 78. Well, 5 is Fire Glow. Fire Glow ran 3rd. Isn't She Lovely, the winner of this race? Pinada was just on the haunches and ran 4th on the starting. But let's have a look at the first turn in this race. As Fire Glow was up there in front and ended up eventually running 3rd on the starting as Fire Glow. Phoenix started off a tune as Fire Glows from Blinkers Tongue Stop rated at 80, whereas Pinata on the other hand ran 4th out of 8 runners behind Isn't She Lali's one tongue stop rated at 76 is number 7 Pinata. 8 is Surf Romance. Surf Romance ran 2nd. Fair Game was the winner. Race number 126. Mysore footage around looking at of Surf Romance after that win, beating Noah's Ark in his previous outing. Well, still holding on to the slender lead, and Fair Game came and challenged up strongly to emerge victorious, whereas Surf Romance could run 2nd, 1.25 lengths behind the winner. One tongue stop rated at 73 is number 8 Surf. Nine will be Buscadero, the eventual winner in this race. Was being produced on the wide outside under testing conditions, with the light literally fading out at the in the evening. And Buscadero literally came up with a giant turn of foot on the outside to come and notch up this fine win in the last possible stride as Buscadero's Montangstra Crossers band basket bid rated at 70. 10 will be I've Got Clout. I Got Clout ran 8th. Iris was the winner of this race. I've Got Clout was the one who was in that back bunch and eventually ended up finishing on 6th on the starting. Was a winner in his opening outing in Mysore, but subsequently never reproduced that form. Rated at 67, tongue strap is number 10, I've Got Clout. 11 will be Classical Dancer. Classical Dancer finished 6th. New Moon was the winner of this race. Towards the rail side, sporting the red cap on the top of your screen as Classical Dancer, and ran ending up 6th on the starting. After that, 5th in the Bangalore Oaks behind Kangra. Ended up finishing on 6th out of 10 runners behind New Moon in Bangalore Summer. One tongue strap blinkers rated at 60 is number 11 Classical Dancer. We move to the first classic coming up. The 6th race in today's card, the Bangalore 1000 Guineas Grade 2. This is a race for Indian fillies 3 years old only. Foaled in 2015. Distance is 1600 meters. We have a look at the first runner. That's number 1, Blue Moon. The eventual winner in this race is Blue Moon. And in a pillar to post victory, quick and well at the all-important end, beating Spanish Beauty by a margin of 1 3/4 lengths is Blue Moon. Win Legend out of Integrate is number 1, Blue Moon. Rated at 37. Tongue strap is number 1, Blue Moon. 2 will be Sirais Noah, who was the eventual winner in this race. Made every post a winning one on this outing is Sirais Noah. After that win in Bangalore Summer, beating Velasquez, ran 3rd behind New Moon, and in this occasion made every post a winning one comfortably by a margin of 9 1/4 lengths. This is certainly a smashing performance as in this race is number 2, Sirais Noah, rated at 81. In fact, rated at 61. Tongue strap is number 2, Sirais Nova. 3 will be Hammer Smith. Hammer Smith is coming from Western India, who ran 4th behind truly epic. After that win in his previous starting, spun tongue strap is number 3, Hammersmith. 4 will be Harmonia. Harmonia is out of Excellent Heart, out of Touch My Soul is Harmonia, who ran 8th on the starting. Kashka was the winner of this race, and little bit of jostling out there at that 400 meters. And in fact, Harmonia is out of Excellent Heart of Touch My Soul, ran 8th on the starting. After that, 6th behind Erika Angel, ran 8th out of 10 runners. Behind Kashka is Harmonia. When tongue strap crossnose band rated at 22. 5 will be New Creation. New Creation was the eventual winner in this race. Is New Creation, and this is another runner which led the field and made every post a winning one. As a New Creation, this is the Mysore footage run you're looking at, and made every post a winning one by a margin of 2 lengths. After that win in his first starting in Bangalore, Summer ran second behind Poseidon, and in this run came and won once again, beating Sadiq from Tungsten crosses band rated at 52. 6 will be This horse is coming from Western India, and this is the run in Mysore where you're looking at in the fillies, where ran second out of 5 runners behind Sakura. Spontangstrap Rubber Bit is number 6. Spontangstrap Rubber Bit is number 6. Well, 7 will be Orinda, who ran 4th. The St. Petersburg was the winner of this race, been produced about 4 wide off the fence. Was Orinda, hard at work, and the winner being St. Petersburg is out of Dean Skitten out of Shanley is Orinda. After that, 5th in that 7 furlong trip behind Peluche ran 5th in the 1000 Guineas. Isn't She Lovely? And in this occasion ran 4th out of 8 runners behind St. Petersburg, rated at 45. 8 will be She's My Script, who ran 3rd is She's My Script in the 1000 Guineas. And Mysore is She's My Script, Isn't She Lovely? Quickened and won by a margin of a length, with She's My Script warming up pretty far too late, and ended up finishing on 3rd on the starting, just about a length separating the first 3 runners, rated at 40 husband side chickpeas. The 7th race is the Division 1 of the Dharmasthala Plate. Distance is 1400 forces, rated 15 to 35. We have a look at number 1, Akita Pro, ran second. A Command was the winner of this race, and Akita Pro is out of Night Store out of Akalaki is the number 1. Akita Pro ran second, just about 4 3/4 separating the first 2 runners. A Command was the winner of this race. Sporting tongue strap and crossnose band, rated at 32. 2 will be Lagapus, who finished 4th. Master of Universe was the winner, and number 10 also coming up is Yellow Zone. Ran 8th is Yellow Zone. But let's have a look at Lagapus's credential. In Mysore, ran 4th behind Hajira, with 3rd behind Daisy Duke, and in this outing ran 4th out of 12 runners behind Master of Universe from Blinkers Tungster Crosses Band, rated at 32. Whereas number 10 in the card, that's Yellow Zone, finished 7th behind Barog, and 2nd behind Bazinga, and in this occasion 8th out of 12 runners behind Master of Universe from Tungster Crosses Band, rate 27. 3 will be Lazilo. Lazilo ran 6th. Proud Prince was the winner, traveling about 5 wide, with Bazinga on the other hand ran 4th on the sorting. But let's have a look at Lazilo's credential. Was a winner in Bangalore Summer in the fag end, when in race number 7 Winter ran 6th out of 7 runners behind Proud Prince. Von Blinkers Crossnose Band, rated at 32. Whereas number 6 in the card, we go across as Bazinga, finished on 4th out of 7 runners in race number 7, rated at 29 is number 6 Bazinga, the winner being Proud Prince. Number 4 is Santiago. Santiago ran 2nd. Towering Storm was the winner of this race, and Santiago, well, towards the rail side, and ran ultimately finishing on 2nd on the starting, twice 2nd, with 1/6 in Mysore and Freeport is Santiago. When tongue strap side chickpeas, rated at 32. In this run, finished on 11 3/4 lengths behind Towering Storm is Santiago. 5 is Spirit Bruce. Spirit Bruce finished 2nd. Radiant Treasure was the winner of this race, and Spirit Bruce was the one in the colors of yellow and yellow with white quarters. As Spirit Bruce finished 2nd. After that, 4th being Silver Dew, ran 3rd in his subsequent outing being Orenda, and 2nd being Radiant Treasure. That's the form and credentials of Spirit Bruce. Tongue strap rated at 31. 7 is High Admiral. High Admiral ran 4th. This is the run in race number 183 you're looking at. Has been pretty consistent, barring that one run has been pretty consistent. Ran 4th on the starting behind Raw Gold, and previously ran 3rd behind Final Destiny. One tongue stop rated at 29 is number 7 High Admiral. Mal of Kintarat of Ordinia is number 7 High Admiral. Charmed Life finished 2nd is Charmed Life, is out of air support out of Celebrity is Charmed Life. Race number 141, finished second out of 9 runners behind Erika Angel. This horse was almost in that pack bunch to come and end up finishing on 2 lengths behind the winner from Blinkers Tongue Stop, rated at 28. 9 will be Mercury, who ran second. Angelino was the winner, and Mercury was the one who was putting that sheepskin nose band, finished on ending up second on the starting, 6 lengths behind Angelino. One very impressively on this outing is Angelino, whereas Mercury finished on second. Seventh in his previous runs, being Psychic Force in his previous runs, but Tongue Stop rated at 27. And we want number 11, that's Astron, and number 13 is also coming up. Astron ran 8th. Varkaswa was the winner. Number 13, Great Celebration, finished 5th on this outing, is Great Celebration. But let's have a look at Astron. Astron in race number 13 finished 8th out of 8 runners, being Varkaswa out for that 10th, being Starry Wind, and the 8th out of 12 runners, being Final Destinies from Tongue Stop. Rubber Bit Crossnose Band rated at 25, whereas number 13 in the other hand is Great Celebration, finished on ending up 5th on the starting, twice 5th in fact is Great Celebration. Roy Merited of Rich Celebration rated at 25 is number 13 Great Celebration. Number 12 will be Ekalavya and number 14 Sadakat. These are the next two runners. Ekalavya was the one who ran 9th on the first starting behind Sarais Nova, and subsequently ran 7th out of 10 runners behind Game Changer, putting Blinkers rated at 25. Sadakat is a rubber proof out of Hikayat Sadakat, who finished 9th on the starting. 6th being Snowdown on the previous starting is Sadakat is out of burden of proof out of Hikayat, and previous run in last winter finished on 8th. Hasn't done anything much of note in all his 3 outings as Sadakat. Tongue Stop rated at 25. The last race coming up, which is the S. Rangarajan Memorial Trophy Division 2, as we wind up preview of the 7th race and move to the 8th race. This is the race for horses 30 to 50. And number 1 will be War Hero, who ran second. Lady Legend was the winner of this race. And number 6, Flicker, also coming up for scrutiny, who ran 6th on the starting. But let's have a look at the first runner, War Hero. War Hero was the one after the third being Hajira, ran second being Lady Legends for Tongue Stop rated at 45. Whereas number 6 in the car we go across to is Flicker. Well, Flicker ran 6th on the starting, 6th out of 10 runners been Lady Legend. In race number 20, Tongue Stop rated at 40. Is out of rebuttal out of Elonzia is number 6, Flicker. Whereas War Hero ran second. 2 is Summer Palace. Summer Palace is at a bird in the proof. The Summer Wine is Summer Palace. A Command was the winner. And this horse ended up finishing on third on the starting in race number 10, Currencies. And after that, fourth behind Perfecto. And 1 second behind the Invader in Bangalore Summer. Ended up third out of 11 runners. Third right throughout. A Command, the winner, rated at 43 from Blinkers Tongue Stop Crossnose Band. 3 will be Kingsfield. Kingsfield is at a net visit of Garcia, is the number 3 Kingsfield, who started off on a winning note in race number 117 in Bangalore last winter, beating Kiva. And subsequently in his lone outing in Bangalore Summer, finished 10th out of 11 runners behind Avendor in race number 174. And running for the first time this current season after a long layoff since 174 in winter. In last summer, in fact, is Kingsfield. Is a net visit of Karasia, rated at 42. 4 will be Jaidrata. Jaidrata is at a burden of proof for a spark of elegance is Jaidrata. Ran 10th behind a perfect legacy, and this occasion 9th out of 9 runners. Last, in fact, in Noah's Ark win. That's the form and credential of Jaidrata. Spun Blinkers Tongue Stop Crossnose Band, rated at 41. 5 will be Donorosa. Donorosa ran 10th. Bora Bora was the winner of this race, and Donorosa was in that back bunch. Third last, just putting that red cap, is Donorosa. Rebuttal out of Kabubina is Donorosa. Both the occasions finishing on 10th in Bangalore Summer. 10th being Iris and 10th being Bora Bora. Spun side chickpeas, rated at 40 is number 5, Donorosa. Number 7 is Venus Bay. Venus Bay finished 8th. Isn't She Lovely was the winner of this race, and Venus Bay was the one who was in that 4th position and fell back and eventually ran, ending up 8th in the 1000 guineas behind Isn't She Lovely is Venus Bay. Green Coast out of Hunting Hawks from Tongue Stop Crossnose Band Basket Bit, rated at 39 is number 7, Venus Bay. 8 will be Flat Out. Flat Out was the one who ran second on this outing. Hajira was the winner of this race. Well, this was after that run in his previous outing, finishing second behind Into the Groove in Bangalore Summer. Ran second, just about half length behind Ajira. Look at number 9, Iron Man. Did not complete the course. There you have it. Drawn number 10 you're looking at. Did not take a jump and stood flat-footed in the gates is Iron Man in race number 20 current season. Next runner will be number 10, Kasoli, the eventual winner in this race. Mysore footage race number 85 you're looking at. Well, up there in front, traveling about 5 wide off the fence, started to come up with a good turn of foot on the outside, and Kasoli came and eventually won by a margin of 1.5 lengths. After that, 2 disappointing runs came and emerged victorious, rated at 36 for tongue strap is number 10, Kasoli. Well, 11 will be Wings of Desire. This is another runner which eventually came and won on this outing is Wings of Desire. After that, 2 disappointing seconds, ended up eventually winning this race, beating Alpha, second behind Anfia, and second behind Lady Legend, and eventually won, beating Alpha by a margin of 3/4 lengths from Tungsten Crosshouse Band, rated at 36. 12 will be Color of Gold. Well, Color of Gold ran 14th on the starting. Export Quality was the winner of this race. Color of Gold was in that back bunch, almost last, in fact, putting that white cap, given a tap or so, but the response was not in as the Color of Gold. Is that of Mr. Millionaire of Secret Paradise has had 3 outings in Mysore. All his 3 runs are disappointing. Never showed any semblance of form. 14th out of 14 run has been Export Quality, rated at 33. 13 will be Lightning Attack. Lightning Attack ran 4th. Waiting to take that run in between runners is a Lightning Attack. Now being shifted on the outside is a Lightning Attack, and despite that, ran 4th on the starting is Lightning Attack in race number 3, putting Tongue Strap and Crossnose Band, rated at 31. The winner being Sarais Nova. 14 will be Maybe Forever. That's the last runner for the day. Will be Maybe Forever. Is it a Western Aristocrat of Gabila is number 14. Maybe Forever. Well, this horse in the colors of white with red sash, striped sleeves and cap, finished 7th, 6th behind Florentia, with 7th behind Humac, and 7th behind Princess Holly is Maybe Forever. There's the Bangalore Summer Runs from Tongue Strap and Visor, rated at 31. So that's where the pre of today's races. We'll join you next week. Until then, thank you from all of us from the CCTV room.